Hello everyone, it's been quite some time, but welcome to another Dragon Block C mod update review. In this update I've added 4 new major features, which are the Majin Race, the God of Destruction form, instant transmission, and form mastery. I've also changed the default values for the mod configs and missions quite a bit. But if you want to play with those, then you will first have to delete or rename your old config and mission files. There are some other minor additions, changes and fixes as well in this update, but I will leave those out of this video, so if you're interested in checking them out, then they are always available on our website at main.jingames.net. Link will be in the description down below. And now, let's go into more detail on the 4 new big features, starting with instant transmission. This skill can be learned from Goku and Cell. It has 2 modes, short and long distance teleportation. Short distance teleportation works by holding a new key binding, which is called the third function key, which is by default the left alt key. So by holding this button and right clicking, you can teleport to a living entity which you're currently looking at. And long distance teleportation allows you to teleport to group members. If you hold the third function key for a few seconds, then it will bring up a GUI where you can select your target group member which you will teleport to. This even allows you to teleport through dimensions, with the only exception being the other world. If you have learned instant transmission, then you will have 2 new action menu options. The first one is the short distance teleportation location, which allows you to select, once you teleported, where you're going to end up compared to your target, behind them, in front of them, or right at their location. You can also change your surround mode for teleportation, which basically allows you to teleport other players around you. Now let's get into form mastery. Every form now has a mastery level. This basically makes them stronger and also easier to use by, for example, lowering their key cost or health drain, for example with KO Can. I will point out now that all of the new features have tons of configs, so feel free to play around with them. Moving over to the next one is God of Destruction. This skill can be learned from Whis. It gives you a destroyer aura and also destroyer energy attacks. The destroyer aura is enabled once you have the aura or turbo mode status effect. If you get hit by a projectile or key attack, then you will instantly destroy it if it is weaker than 80% of your damage. This value can naturally be changed in the configs. And destroyer energy attacks basically turn all of your custom key attacks into destroyer attacks. All of these key attacks become a slightly bit weaker, but if they hit another key attack which is weaker than themselves, they will instantly destroy it. Now for the Majin Race. They have hair, in quotes, which is completely customizable as other hairs as well, and they have 2 new unique default ones instead of using what other races do. The color, however, is locked to their main body color. They also have a unique kettle key charge effect. And now for their ratio skills. Their ratio skills is called abilities. It has 5 levels, and each level either gives a form or a unique skill for them. The first level unlocks the super regeneration skill. This skill allows you to charge your health at the cost of ki and stamina. The second level unlocks the evil form, which turns Majins grey. The third level unlocks their full power form. This is the strongest non-god form in terms of raw power. The fourth unlocks the absorption skill. In the action menu, you can enable absorption next to the forms. Once it is enabled, you can charge it like a transformation if you're not moving. Once it is fully charged, it will shoot out a body part which will move towards whichever direction you are looking at. Once it detects a living creature nearby, then it will start moving towards it. It will try to attack the target once it is very close to it. If it successfully manages to attack it, then the target is most likely dead and it will start moving back towards the person who shot out this absorption. Once it is really close to the host, then you will get the absorption power boost from it, which depends on how strong the enemy was compared to you, and if the target was a player, then you will also receive a copy of their vanity items. Also, if the target was a player, and it was also an Arcosian or a Namekian, then you will receive a small texture change on your character's skin. And the final level of the racial skill, level 5, unlocks the pure form. This is weaker than the full power form, but it has much higher regeneration using the super regeneration skill. Also, just like with other races, if you have the racial skill leveled up to the max and you have the God form learned, then you can transform into their God form. But that's it for now. I would like to give a special thanks to all of our Patreons and everyone who supported us in any way, shape or form. And I hope that you will have a wonderful day. Goodbye.